Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got this beautiful aircraft behind us here, and I got Bradlee, our ADA student that was in our Dallas training class this past year. And I'm gonna let him introduce this plane and what we're gonna be doing to it.
All right, guys, so today we have November 442 Delta. It is a C-60 Lodestar 18. So there's not too many of these left in the world right now. We're working with a guy out of Alaska right now who's bringing this plane back to life, and hopefully have it flying here soon. So today we do have some Brightwork that we're doing right here on the leading edges. So this plane has been sitting out for over 18 years in the weather. So we got a little work ahead of us here today, but I know we have the plane detailer Brandon here with us today. So
we're gonna bring this metal back to life and really give it some nice shine and make the metal look like the best thing on this aircraft right now.
Yeah. So but no, excited to get started on this, and let's bring this plane back to life.
Let's get it.
Hey there, fellow aviators and detailers. Welcome to my channel, The Plane Detailer, where we embark on an incredible journey around the globe, diving deep into the art of aircraft detailing. I'm Brandon, owner of Sparrowhawk Houston and a proud trainer for the Aviation Detailing Association, known as the ADA. Join me as we explore the world of aviation, and I share tips, tricks, and techniques to keep these antique beauties in pristine condition. Let me be your guide as we go about preserving these magnificent flying machines that are truly pieces of art. So buckle up and hit that subscribe button to follow along on this adventure. Let's preserve the legacy of these aircraft together, one detail at a time.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be working on this Lodestar 18 here. This actually was recaptured from the cartel, which was using it to transport drugs and other various things here. This customer actually wanted to strip off the old boots that were on here and have this thing turned into a Brightwork leading edge. So they removed the boots, stripped off some of the paint here. There's still some paint that needs to be stripped off here, but we're going to be polishing out what we can here to turn this thing into a mirror finish for this customer. When dealing with 2024 aluminum that we have here, we're going to be starting with F7. We're going to be really painting it on the surface here, just like I've done in some of my other videos where we've had stripped paint before, and we're going to be polishing it to a mirror finish. So we're going to be really painting this F7 on here so that we can really move this metal and really remove some of this corrosion and some of the oxidation that's really been forming underneath this painted surface here. So that's what we're going to be doing here. When it comes to polishing, these are Lake Country Tuft wool pads. These are 6.5 inch pads by 1 inch pile height. It means that the 1 inch pile height means that it's going to cut very, very aggressively, but just overall the pad is not going to last that long here for me. So I'm going to spread all my metal polish out here. Speed setting 1 on my rotary just to get it all spread out on the metal here before I go ahead and crank it up to speed setting 6, put my pad vertical, and really get to start cutting on this metal here. Now is when I'm getting my machine on speed setting 6, cutting my vertical pass here, like I've talked about in some of my previous videos. If you want to learn more about metal polishing, you can go check out the Jimmy's World project where I restored Penelope. I really discuss Brightwork polishing, so I won't really get into all of it here, but we are going to do our same F7 pass, left to right, cut and then polish that same line. And we're going to go above the rivets, and then we're going to come back below the rivets. And then when we do a vertical pass, we're cutting in between the rivets. So we're getting that crosshatch pattern on the rivets without having to actually go over the rivets themselves. As I'm finishing up my vertical pass here, I'm looking at the metal to make sure that I have enough metal polish on the surface still to be able to do my up and down pass to get that crosshatch going on there. So as I see, I have these black lines on the surface, so that is showing that I do have enough metal polish on the surface left over to go ahead and do my crosshatch pattern without having to apply more metal polish to the surface. That was where we come in with our vertical pass that I talked about before. We're going to go up and down, get this crosshatch pattern going on the metal here, and we're going to go in between the rivets here now, so that we're not actually going over the rivets, we're going in between them, and we cut that metal as best we can all around those rivet heads. Now that I'm finishing up my vertical pass here, I'm going to be doing my flat pad or my horizontal pass here. So I am going to be applying a little bit more metal polish to the surface. Not a whole lot more, just a little bit more, because we do already have some metal polish on the surface here. And we're going to take our machine, spread it out once again at speed setting 1, and then we're going to work this whole area in with our pad flat on the surface. This is going to be our flat pad pass, or as I like to call it, my horizontal pass. So my pad is going to be flat and no longer vertical to the surface, as you guys can see here. Now, one thing about these metal Brightwork jobs, whenever you're doing heavy Brightwork restoration, especially on wings or any type of leading edge, it's going to take a lot of time. The best thing you can do is do the bottom first, because you're going to be worn all out using your shoulders all day long running your rotary. Then you're going to have to do the whole bottom end. You're going to be so tired, you're not going to want to even go any further. So what I like to do is I like to do the bottom side first, let all my shoulders get worn all out doing the whole bottom side. Then when I'm all done, I'm exhausted, then I get to go do the top side. I can actually let my shoulders rest as I'm just guiding the machine, letting the machine do all the work. Really, I'm only trying to guide the machine. I'm not putting any pressure down. I'm actually letting the machine, the pad, the compound, the RPMs, the technique literally do all the work for me. Now I zoomed in here so you can see the rotary holograms. So whenever you cut with F7, it's going to be very aggressive with the wool pad, and it's going to leave these holograms in the metal. Now when you see this bright sun shining on there, you can really see them clear as day. These are marks that we see in Brightwork all the time from other detailers that don't finish out their Brightwork. There's a couple more steps that you have to do to finish this out. We're coming by with our passive C after this with our lamb wool pad, and that really helps to refine a lot of these metal, a lot of these really harsh abrasive scratches that F7 puts in the metal here. And then when we come by with our S pass and finish it out with our DA, our cotton flannel towel, and then our mineral spirit buff afterwards, we're going to clear all this metal up so it's going to actually look its absolute best. So we end up working on this project here all through the night, basically. We started working on this thing, I want to say again at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just kind of worked all throughout the night until about 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, really cutting all these last pieces of metal, getting them all the way cut with F7. Then we come back with our alcohol wipe in between our passes of F7, C, and S, and make sure that there's no abrasives of each previous step in the next step. Come by with our low length lamb's wool with our C pass, cut all this down again, alcohol wipe it, then come behind with our DA with a foam pad on here with our S polish, lightly polish the surface, wrap our head of it with our cotton flannel towel, and move all the polish off there without scratching the surface, then do a mineral spirit buff as well, and pull all the polish off the surface. That's what you're seeing here. It was an absolute pleasure staying with Bradlee and his family this week at their lake house. So thank you guys so much for opening up your home to me. I was rewarded with beautiful, beautiful sunrises like this every morning. Let's go look at the plane and check out the before and the after, and drop a link below in the comments and tell us how you think we did. Stay tuned for our next video, as well as we're going to be doing a 182 with Bradlee as well, where we polish and ceramic coating that one. So stay tuned for our next Mississippi adventure. See ya.